Hey guys, Sableye VGC here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Today we're going to continue things off with the team that I still don't have an abbreviation for, but I guess we'll call it the Monkey... I got nothing. But with the either way, it's Kyogre, Kyurem-Black, Mega Gengar, Infernape, Liepard, and Ferrothorn. So hopefully we can find a few more good battles today, and I still want to get roleplay with off with this Incineroar. Like, I really want to force it off. Like, this needs to be public knowledge. Like, I need to get this out there. Like, people need to know that Infernape gets roleplay. And they need to find out in the hardest way possible. Like, I need to just burn someone's Groudon with this. So hopefully we can play a few Groudons, because that'll give us a little bit more of a chance to get it off. But other than that, I've got nothing to say. Like, I really don't know what else to say. Like, they need to fix this system. I guess the Sword and Shield news is out now with the how do you guys, I don't know how you guys feel with the new Gigantamax. Is that what you call it? Gigantamax? I don't know. The new Gigantamax forms. Either way, I don't know. I feel like they're Game Freak. They love Gen 1, right? They really love Gen 1. They're really pushing that Gen 1. I think the Meowth is just ridiculous. Like, come on, it's just, that's ridiculous. I think they ran out of ideas. They're like, you know what? I can't speak. How do you even say this? Am I gonna have to commentate this next season? Like, I don't know how I'm gonna commentate this on my channel. I can't even say it now. Gigantamax? We'll go with Gigantamax. Like, Gigantamax Meowth. We'll go with that. To me, that's not a good idea. But we're gonna focus on Studbaker instead of worrying about Gigantamax Meowth. And we've got Serena, Golduck, Kyogre. That's a Duskmane. Salamence, and Togedemaru. So, surprisingly, I think Infernape actually looks really good. I know he has 2 water types. Although if that Necrozma actually bursts, we're actually in a lot of trouble. So maybe Infernape's not the right play. Kyurem definitely though looks good. I really don't know how he knocks that out. So we're gonna lead Kyurem. 100% gonna lead to Kyurem. I definitely want to have Ferrothorn in the back, so I think I'm actually going to go double restrict now. Gengar for the trap is better. And have Kyogre and Ferrothorn in the back. Yeah, we'll go with this. This actually makes sense. The other option I did have was going for something like the Liepard Gengar and clicking Fake Tear Sludge Bomb again, or Fake Tear Shadow Ball, depending on what he brought out. Would have been a decent option. Obviously, I didn't go for it. I just feel like maybe the defensive route of this battle might be a little bit better to take. Because obviously, if he does have that Serena to stop the Fake Tears, so gonna go Kyurem Gengar here, and we're gonna see what we're matched by on my opponent's end. We're gonna see Kyogre Salamence. So definitely could have brought out the what's the thing called? Liepard, right? But that's all right. We're still here. We're still in a decent spot. I mean, I just click Ice Beam, and I want to protect. Part of me really wants to protect. But I think I'm just going to Sludge Bomb this Kyogre. I feel like it's more beneficial just to hit this Kyogre here. Although I could swap out Gengar here and save Gengar for later. Alright, but I mean, I'm still probably going to have to take an attack to some extent. Although I could double Kyogre. But Kyogre's going to protect. Kyogre has to protect. So I'm going to Ice Beam this Salamence. I'm going to Mega Evolve and I'm going to protect. The other option I could go for here is I could taunt the Salamence. But very happy I didn't go for that. So Necrozma is coming in here. Obviously still in the Steel type form. That's okay if you ask me. It all comes down to what this Kyogre does. Hopefully this Kyogre protects here as expected. If he doesn't protect here, it's going to be a little bit annoying, but it won't be the end of the world. Gengar is going to protect, that's fine. And now hopefully Kyogre can follow suit with a protect. The opposing Kyogre does indeed follow suit with the protect, so decent, not the greatest call on my end, but a decent turn. And Kyurem's going to go for the Ice Beam, and we're going to see, hopefully this does a decent chunk of chip damage. Okay. So I'm willing to take a bet that Shadow Ball will pick up this Necrozma once it bursts. So I'm going to go for Shadow Ball, and I'm going to go Fusion Bolt straight into this Kyogre. He has no potential switch-ins because he can't swap, so already off to a good start. I could also double this Kyogre just to pick up that knockout, and maybe I should have, because he's not going to burst here, and he is going to stay in. Necrozma is going to get hit hard by this Shadow Ball. It is indeed going to be the weakness policy. Now we're in trouble. Weakness policy is going to raise both of his attacks. Kyurem is indeed going to go for the fusion bolt. Now, if this is any sort, actually this just doesn't knock out. I'm pretty sure this doesn't kill. Yeah, this does nothing. That didn't even do half. Oh, I guess I'm intimidated too. Kyogre going for the Scald here. Gonna go into Gengar. That'll pick up the knockout. Yep. And I'm assuming Sunsteel Strike's gonna come out. Maybe even a Z move here. Well, it can't be a Z move. So Sunsteel Strike gonna come out, and that should definitely pick up my. This will pick up my Kyurem. Definitely not the turn of choice. I probably could have gone, but then again, Sludge Bomb, the doubling into Kyogre doesn't work there either because it doesn't pick up the knockout. Kyogre on my end comes out on the left here, and Ferrothorn's going to come in. I'm not out of this game by any means. Kyogre does put in a decent chunk of work right now. Like, I really don't know how he takes me down. I mean, this could be fast Necrozma. I would be very shocked if it's a fast Necrozma. Like, he'd have to be really fast. Like, I'm max speed Kyogre here, so not the end of the world. Not in the greatest of positions either. I think I could go Leech Seed into Kyogre, because I feel like knocking it out here only gives him a free switcher. It's something that potentially does damage. So I'm going to Water Spout, and I am going to Leech Seed. Also, if he switches Kyogre out, it just gives me a little bit more potential. So as long as Kyogre stays faster than this Necrozma, I would like to think we have a chance in this one. Necrozma's going to protect. I'm perfectly fine with this. So we're going to see what the opposing Kyogre wants to go for here. He might actually just die to a Water Spout plus a Leech Seed anyways, which would be a bit unfortunate, but wouldn't be the end of the world. No, he will not die to this the next Water Spout. Kyogre is indeed going to go for the Scald. That is going to go into my Ferrothorn, looking for a burn, I'm assuming. He is not going to get the burn. Ferrothorn is going to go Leech Seed, and it is going to connect into the Kyogre. So, thankfully, I'm going to get a good chunk of health back here, and not knock out this Kyogre, and now I get a free turn. Little HP with my leftovers, little HP with this Leech Seed here, and I'm going to be in a really good spot. Basically, Water Spout kills anything. If he wants to switch out, he's going to get hit hard by a Water Spout. If he stays in, they both die, and obviously Ferrothorn can't do anything in that case. I think Leech Seed is the best call into the Necrozma, in case that Sloth decides to switch out. It would be shocking if he did. I feel like he just lets both mons die here. He's going to swap out Kyogre, that's fine. And it is going to be this Serena, so maybe Gyro Ball would have been the correct play. Kyogre going to go for the Water Spout here. How much damage is this going to do to the Serena? It did a decent chunk still, so I'm assuming an Ice Beam will take it out in future turns. Now I wish I would have clicked Gyro Ball. I really wish I would have clicked Gyro Ball, but Ferrothorn and Leech Seed obviously not going to affect the Serena, and I'm just going to get a little bit more health back with the leftovers. Alright, now things get interesting. One, I don't know if max speed Serena can outspeed Kyogre. He's obviously going to bring in Salamence. I'm okay with this. I want to Leech Seed that slot. Definitely want to get my seeds up. Now the question is, do I want to protect my Kyogre here? I definitely think protecting Kyogre is the correct play, so I will go for that. Although he could go for something like Faint Double Edge, and that would concern me a little bit. I'm going to go Ice Beam into Serena straight up, and I am just going to drop a Leech Seed into the Salamence. Hopefully Ice Beam should pick up this knockout. From the damage from the Water Spout, it looks like it should be really close. Based on like what I normally know about a Moongus Calc, so it looks like it should be pretty close. But we're going to have to find out right now. I'm hoping he goes for something like the Faint play. If he goes for Faint, we have a pretty decent chance. He is going to swap out of Salamence, so very happy I didn't go for the Ice Beam into that slot. Could have protected though, would have done relatively the same amount to the same effect. As long as Ice Beam kills here, we definitely just win this game. If it doesn't kill though, we have issues. Ice Beam going into the Serena, it is not going to pick up the knockout, and Serena's just going to click knockoff, so thankfully decides not to target my Kyogre there, maybe fearing a protect of some degree. And Serena's actually going to die to the Iron Barbs, and if I connect this Leech Seed, looks like we're going to pick up this knockout for the win. Ferrothorn is indeed going to connect this Leech Seed. Kyogre will indeed die, and now it comes down to, can Salamence OHKO this Kyogre from full? I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume it cannot. So I'm just going to click Ice Beam. I think I just clicked Ice Beam Leech Seed. I literally don't see a reason to do anything other than that. So, after getting absolutely destroyed turn 2, turns out that we actually have a chance in this game. Don't really know how. I don't know how we pulled that back. I mean, fast Kyogre there was actually worked out really, really well, because I just happened to be faster than that Necrozma still. So after doing enough damage to it, it literally had no way to deal with me. And Salamence was basically his only answer. But my opponent here is just going to forfeit. And we're going to jump into one more for you guys. So off to a miraculous 3-0 start here. Which is, honestly, I'm pretty surprised. Like I said, when I built this team, I was like, I found out Infernape got roleplay. So I'm like, maybe I should try that. Obviously, we're not going with that condition, but we haven't really played too many Groudons. But I still want to get that off. But based on the amount of time and thought process I actually put into this team, the fact that we're 3-0 is pretty surprising. I think I just found a team for my my next mid-season showdown. Maybe I should bring this. I really wish I would bring this to a mid-season showdown. Like, it's just so fun to play. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's really fun to play. If I could bring this to a mid-season showdown, I would. But the issue is, like, the moment I bring this to a mid-season showdown and I lose, I'm gonna be like, well, I blame the team. I had a better team and I just didn't bring it. So, unfortunately, I will not be bringing this to a mid-season showdown anytime soon unless it's after I hopefully can manage to earn my invite. But we are gonna find Alchemist with a rating of 1671 from the US, rocking a really cool team with Dragonite, Scizor, which I'm assuming is a secondary Mega to the Rayquaza, but I'm not too certain. Along with the Kyogre, the Tapu Koko, and the Incineroar. So, this is our push for the 1900s right here. Let's see if we can get it. Kyurem is 100% super important in this game. Especially because he can set up the electric terrain, which will allow Fusion Bolt to potentially OHKO this Kyogre, which is really, really nice. I think I go with the Liepard Gengar lead. It just sets the trap up. It's nice. I can potentially taunt that Dragonite to stop a Tailwind. I can play Speed Ties on Tapu Koko if I need to go for the straight up knockout, if I think that benefits me. I think overall what I'm trying to say, this is the best lead. I definitely still want Kyurem in the back. Like I said, it puts in a lot of work apart from that Scizor. The Scizor is what scares me currently. Maybe I should bring Infinite just strictly for that Scizor. I just don't want to get hit by the Tapu Koko, and I feel like I almost want Ogre. Like, Kyogre stops Scizor in its tracks as well, so I'm going to go with Kyogre. And those are going to be the 6, those will be the 4 I go for. And hopefully we can actually snag another win in this one. Continue our win streak. But we're going to find out. So we're going to see what Alchemist wants to go in for. He's got that little shoulder, the elbow sticking out there as his pose. I wonder if they're going to do the poses as well in Sword and Shield. I honestly, personally can't wait. I think by the time this video goes up, we'll be under 30 days. Well, we're actually 30 days right now when I'm recording, so roughly like 26 days left by the time this video goes up, so getting pretty excited for that, I'm not gonna lie. Not expecting too much from the game, but I do think it'll be a really good first game on the Switch. So, back to this battle here, we've got Incineroar and Kyogre. So, not the lead I was looking for, but at the same time, not the worst lead. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty bad lead. This is a pretty bad lead. I think what I do is I just swap in Kyurem. Although, actually, I think it's better to do it this way. Mega Evolve, Protect, and swap in Kyurem for the Liepard, preserve my Sash for later. As well as next turn, this allows me to go for something like the Fusion Bolt and a Sludge Bomb to knock out the Kyogre, which is definitely something I'm thinking of doing. Depending on what he does here, of course. Hopefully he can maybe protect his Kyogre here. Don't know why he would. But I feel like he just launches like an Origin Pulse or a Water Spout. Obviously into the Assault Vest of Kyurem. Shouldn't be doing too much damage. We could also see a potential U-turn, which wouldn't be surprising either. Gengar is indeed going to go for the Protect, so the trap is now in full effect. Kyogre, we're going to see what Kyogre is indeed just going to launch a Water Spout, so no Fake Out from this Incineroar, so as I mentioned earlier, we could be seeing a U-turn, just to finish off what would have been the Liepard, which is now, why did that do so much damage to Kyurem? And we are going to see a Darkest Lariat into the Protect, so in a decent spot here. And I honestly think I just double into this Kyogre. I don't see a reason not to. I mean, he could Protect, and if he protects, it's not the end of the world, so I think I will double in with a Fusion Bolt and a Sludge Bomb. Obviously, the Darkest Lariat from the Incineroar will pick up the knockout onto Gengar, which could be a bit annoying, but at the end of the day, it's not the biggest of deals. Gengar is indeed going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. We're going to see how much damage this does to see how bulky this Kyogre is. We are going to get a Poison, which could matter, depending on if or not if this Fusion Bolt is able to pick up the knockout. Fusion Bolt coming out, going into this Kyogre here, and hopefully being able to pick up the knockout. I think it should. It is indeed going to pick up that knockout. So Kyogre is now off the field here, which is fantastic. And we're going to see what this Incineroar wants to go for. I'm assuming just another Darkest Lariat. Yep, indeed we do see that. And that should probably kill my Gengar here. I have no bulk. I'm assuming he's got enough attack in order to pick up the knockout. And yeah. Do you even need attack investment on that to pick up a knockout into Gengar? I personally don't know, but that doesn't surprise me. I think I bring in Liepard again. Although, what's he have in the back? He's got something like... Liepard is a play. I'll save Ogre for late game. He could bring in Rayquaza here. I would be super shocked if he did. So Scizor is indeed going to be my opponent's Pokemon of choice. And now things get interesting here. I am indeed going to click Fake Out into Scizor. And I'm also going to click Earth Power into Scizor as well. Basically, I just want to chip it to a point where Water Spout will pick up both knockouts here, and then I can swap in my Kyogre for the kill. Scizor might protect, that wouldn't surprise me. However, if he protects, I can simply go for the Encore, which I'd be perfectly fine with. Liepard is indeed going to drop the Fake Out into the Scizor here. Scizor is going to flinch, that's fine. Kyurem is going to go for the Earth Power, so seeing Scizor flinch there, I'm assuming he was going for something like a Bullet Punch into my Kyurem. We are going to see the Z move from the Incineroar, which I'm assuming is the Insinium Z, and that pose right there from the Incineroar does indeed confirm that. So we are going to see the Full Force Z move, and that is going to be the Malicious Moonsault, the only one of the three exclusive starter Z moves there that I do not have to copyright, or do not have to block from a copyright, and that is going to absolutely obliterate my Kyurem. So, not the end of the world here. I do come in with Kyogre right now, who can launch a full power Water Spout. And honestly, I will foul play the Scizor slot as well. Maybe I should foul play the Incineroar slot. Because there's no way this Scizor survives this Water Spout. Nor is it really much of a threat. So Incineroar I feel like has the more potential to swap out. I am going to foul play the Incineroar. Seems slightly useless, but I am going to go for it. If I can catch the Rayquaza on a potential swap in here, it's definitely worth it. So we're going to go foul play Water Spout. This should hopefully pick up both knockouts. Should pick up 2 knockouts, especially if he doesn't switch here. If he doesn't switch, this game probably is over. But we're going to see. I don't know what he has in the back. Could be the Dragonite. Could pose a bit of a threat. I mean, I just click Ice Beam though at that point. So don't know if he really has what it takes here to win this in the back anyways. But we'll find out. He is indeed going to swap out of that Incineroar. Isn't indeed going to be that Rayquaza. It is indeed. So very happy I clicked Foul Play straight into it. So big damage coming out here from my Liepard. Maybe potential Protect from this Scizor as well. Scizor is indeed just going to go for Bullet Punch into my Liepard. That is going to do massive amounts of damage actually with the crit. And Liepard is going to simply click Foul Play. That is going to connect into the Rayquaza. That does over 50% as Kyogre launches a Water Spout. So we do run into some issues now if we don't pick up either knockout, but we do knock out that Rayquaza. So that is a huge turn going for that foul play right there to win the game. Well, give or take win the game, I should say. I mean, I think Water Spout just wins me the game now. I really don't see a way how he pulls this one back. I mean, he has to Bullet Punch Liepard here. He has no choice. I simply click Foul Play into Scizor and I Water Spout. I don't see a reason not to. He could Fake Out Liepard. Yeah, but the match is just going to be forfeited, and that will end the game in our favor. So, super happy about that. Managed to pull off that win there. Well, it looked to be a very interesting matchup. Like, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do big chunks of damage, but he did play into my hand there with that Fusion Bolt Sludge Bomb. So, that worked out for us, and that's going to be it for this one, guys. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.